The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as the emergency beacon's piercing wail echoed through the crystalline walls. Ambassador Zyxthar's tentacles trembled as he read the transmission coordinates. Sector 7 Alpha, the Forbidden Zone, the place where legends went to die. "It cannot be," whispered Council Prime Thoraxis, his scaled face turning pale violet. "That sector has been dead for 3,000 cycles." But the beacon was real, and its origin was unmistakable, Earth's outer defense grid. Maya's eyes snapped open in the darkness of her cryopod. Red emergency lights bathed the ancient station in an eerie glow. Her muscles screamed as she forced herself upright, every fiber of her being protesting against the sudden awakening after millennia of frozen sleep. The last thing she remembered was the final battle, the Scourge fleet darkening the skies of Mars, humanity making its desperate last stand. "Station AI report," she croaked, her voice hoarse from disuse. "Welcome back, Guardian Maya," the synthetic voice responded. "Current date, Galactic Standard Year 5847. Time elapsed since cryostasis initialization, 3,247 years. Warning, unauthorized vessels detected entering Sol system." 3,000 years. Maya's heart clenched. Everyone she knew was dust. Earth was. She couldn't even think about it. "Show me the intruders." The holographic display flickered to life, revealing a massive excavation fleet bearing the insignia of the Kryn conglomerate. Dozens of ships, mining drones swarming like locusts around Jupiter's moons. They were harvesting, stealing from humanity's grave. Maya's hands clenched into fists. "Power up Guardian protocol, all systems." "Guardian, we are operating at 23% power capacity. Recommend." "I said all systems." The station shuddered as ancient reactors roared to life. Across the Sol system, weapons platforms that had slept for millennia awakened. Railgun batteries emerged from asteroid bases. Missile silos on dead moons opened their hatches. And in the heart of the station, Maya walked toward the armory, each step steadier than the last. She was humanity's last guardian, and these thieves were about to learn why the galaxy had once feared Earth. On the bridge of the excavation command ship Prophet's Edge, Captain William Sarin was having a profitable day. The human ruins were a treasure trove, fusion cores, weapons-grade materials, tech that predated most galactic civilizations. The conglomerate would make billions. "Captain, we're detecting power signatures," his sensor operator reported, mandibles clicking nervously. "Coming from everywhere." William frowned at his display. Impossible. The scans had shown this system was dead. That's why they'd been granted the salvage rights. "Elaborate." "Weapons platforms, sir. Hundreds of them. Oh gods, they're locking onto our fleet." The first railgun shot crossed 1,000,000 kilometers in seconds, punching through the shields of a mining hauler like tissue paper. The ship exploded in a brilliant flash. "Evasive action," William shouted. "All ships scatter, return fire." But the human weapons were relentless, precise. Every shot calculated by combat algorithms designed by a species that had perfected warfare. 3,000 years meant nothing to automated systems. Ships exploded one after another, their crews never even seeing their attackers. William's blood ran cold as a new contact appeared on sensors. A single small craft, launching from a station that shouldn't exist, flying straight toward his flagship. "Hail them," he ordered. The view screen crackled to life, and William found himself staring at a human woman in armor that seemed to absorb light itself. Her dark eyes held an ancient fury that made his scales itch. "This is Guardian Maya of the Terran Defense Force," she said, her voice cold as the void. "You are trespassing in human territory. You have exactly 60 seconds to begin retreat protocols before I demonstrate why the Scourge couldn't break us even with 1,000-to-1 advantage." William had heard stories of humans. Everyone had. the ghost species that had fought the scourge to a standstill before mysteriously vanishing. Most thought they were myths, cautionary tales told to young warriors. Looking at Maya's face, he realized the galaxy's mistake. Humans weren't myths. They were nightmares that had simply been sleeping. "We have salvage rights," William managed, trying to sound official. "Granted by the Galactic Council, this system was declared abandoned." Maya's smile was terrifying. "Abandoned? We weren't abandoned, Captain. We were waiting. 45 seconds. William's tactical officer pulled up combat projections. They weren't projections. They were obituaries. Every simulation ended with total fleet destruction. "Captain, we should." An explosion rocked the ship as another hauler died. 30 seconds. Maya's voice was pitiless. "Retreat," William shouted. "All ships jump to hyperspace immediately." Ships began vanishing, their FTL drives screaming as they clawed for safety. But Maya's fighter stayed on William's flagship, weapons locked. 15 seconds. "You personally, Captain. You came here to pick clean the bones of my people." William's hands flew over his console. "I didn't know," the Council said. "The Council lied, or they forgot. It doesn't matter." Her targeting reticule centered on his bridge. 10 seconds. "Give me one reason why I shouldn't end you." William's mind raced. "Because you're alone, you're the last one. If you kill us, the Council will send fleets, thousands of ships. You can't fight the entire galaxy alone." Maya was silent for 3 heartbeats, then, "Watch me." But she didn't fire. Her fighter peeled away, returning to her station as William's ship jumped to safety. The Galactic Council emergency session was the largest gathering in 500 years. Every species sent representatives. The humans were awake. The humans were armed. And the humans were very, very angry. "One Guardian," the Raxus said, reviewing the combat footage for the 100th time. "One human destroyed a fleet of 40 ships in 17 minutes. "What do we do?" someone asked. Zyxthar's tentacles writhed in agitation. We remember why our ancestors quarantined that sector, why they erased the records, why they hoped humanity would never wake up." "Do we negotiate?" "We beg," the Raxus said quietly. "We beg and we pray she's in a forgiving mood, because if she's not—" He played another clip of Maya's fighter, moving with inhuman precision, weapons blazing. "If she's not, we learn why Earth was never conquered. We learn why the scourge died screaming." In her station orbiting Jupiter, Maya stood before a memorial wall bearing billions of names. Her family, her friends, her species, all gone while she slept. But she wasn't entirely alone. The station AI had archives, genetic samples, the possibility of rebuilding if she could secure Earth's future. The galaxy thought humanity was dead. They were wrong. Humanity was patient. Humanity was prepared. And humanity was done being overlooked. Maya activated her long-range transmitter, sending a message that would reach every corner of known space. "This is Guardian Maya. Humanity claims Sol system and all territories within 50 light years. Any unauthorized entry will be considered an act of war. We died once defending our home. We'll gladly do it again. But this time, we're taking our enemies with us." The galaxy would remember, or it would learn. Either way, humanity was back.